Hi, hello everybody. Welcome to the Yes and Anywhere Screen Share visual art lesson. My name is Jenny and I am so glad to have you back or have you here for the first time. Either way, this week at camp we are going camping. It is camp week, and I'm very excited to learn about nature. I am not much of a camper, an outdoors person, so I am really looking forward to learning about the plant life and animal life, the flora and the fauna that is around us. And I thought a good way for us to do that without disturbing the nature that's there is to make an identification device. Now I'll show you mine right here. This one is to identify leaves and different kinds of leaves and plants. I'm very nervous about poison oak. I don't want to get itchy. So this will help me identify them. And I've got some handles and some antennas and some on and off buttons and whatnot. And so this will help me see through my screen at all the plants without hurting them or plucking them or any of that, which I think is very important that we let nature be and we leave it as is, if not in better condition, right? So this identification device is very specific to what you would like it to be. If you want it for identifying flowers or maybe for identifying bugs, you can use that too. You can come up with all the kinds of ways to do stuff. Think of what features you might want for your device, because we're not going to be taking any of the plants or animals with us when we leave. We're going to leave them all as is, so maybe you want it to have a camera feature. Now, to make your identification device, you will need a piece of paper or cardboard if you have it. You'll also need something to draw with and some scissors and tape and or glue. And then any little doodads and decorations you can find, go ahead and use those. Now I made this one specifically for leaves and identifying the leaves that are around me, but I don't have one for flowers, so I think I'm gonna make one for flowers. And so very important is that you have some sort of shape that you're gonna cut out in the middle. So think of a shape that you would like to use. It could be a circle, could be a square. I made mine a funny little flowery kind of shape. It can be any shape you want. Make sure it's big enough so you can see all of the nature around you. So I can kind of, if this were leaves. So I got my piece of paper and something to draw with and my scissors. I think that's good to start, and then I also have my art box of this, that, and the other thing that I'm gonna use when I think of what specifically I would like on my identification of observational device. I'm gonna start with my shape. That's gonna be my screen. And I guess if this is for flowers, I can make it flower shaped. I already did flower shape on that one. I'm gonna make this one just a big square. This shape is gonna be my screen, and so I'm gonna cut this out. There are two ways you can cut out something in the middle of your paper. You can do the folding technique, where you fold it like this, and you do a little snip with your scissors, like that, and so when you unfold it, you're able to hold it and put your scissors through, and then cut where you want. Or I'm gonna do the other way, where I just cut right into the paper and then I'll tape it. I don't mind. So now I've cut out my screen and now it's a little floppy, so I'm just gonna tape this together, and then I will make my buttons and knobs and handles. All taped up. So now I'm going to think of what kind of features should my device have? If I want to look at flowers, maybe I can have a button that identifies the flowers, a button that tells me cool facts about it. So maybe if I see a flower, it can tell me what kind of bugs really like it or how much sunlight it needs. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use some crayons to just kind of draw things, and then I might go into my box of stuff and things and go from there. So I've only just started, obviously, but I have added buttons to my identification device. This is my on and off button, because we need an on and off button. This is the identification button. This one is the bugs that are interested in this flower. This tells me where else this flower grows in the world. This is my sunlight button, how much sunlight it gets and needs. And then this is the really cool button, and it just tells me how really cool the flower I'm looking at is. I'm gonna keep going. What's your favorite flower? I think mine's a daisy. Like one that's like yellow in the middle and then has white petals. I'm a flower. Awesome. Okay, so I just labeled some things, and then I also added like a little screen here to show me all the information I'm gathering when I'm using this. I added some handles so that I can hold it and use all the buttons. And I can't wait to take this outside. Gotta find me some flowers. Gotta go exploring. Oh my gosh. So these frames, these identification devices are very important because they help us stay aware of nature without disturbing it, without removing it from its habitat, its home. So that's something to keep in mind when we are exploring, is that we should leave things, if not the way they were, better than when we found them, right? So these observational devices will help us to observe, to just look but not touch, and we can still learn so much, right? Sparkle you, sparkle me, sparkle us. I would love to see what devices you come up with. If you want to share a picture or comment, it would be amazing. Until next time, stay safe out there, watch out for poison oak, and